early hours, but in the mornings, and also running through the evening, afternoon, and evening, there is a possibility. So it might be scattered all over the town, but for now, it is 70 degrees. 70% chance of rainfall. Okay, but the temperature would actually maintain 27 degrees Celsius. Yeah, that is the peak temperature for today before it starts falling again in the evening to about 24 degrees Celsius, and midnight it is going to return to 23 degrees Celsius. So I can tell you for a fact that today is going to be a cold day. Okay, so you might want to dress for that if you are still at home and not left the house yet. I mean, nobody has to tell you. The weather is actually giving you all that details. Yeah. All right, now let's motivate ourselves and check out the quote for today. The quote actually says, "You can't hate yourself into change. You have to love yourself into it." I'll take it again. You cannot hate yourself into change. You have to love yourself into it. This actually emphasizes the importance of self-love, self-compassion, self-acceptance in personal transformation. While self-awareness and identifying areas for growth are very important, dwelling on self-loathing or shame or maybe guilt can be counterproductive. Blaming yourself for things that you did and all of that, and potentially like punishing yourself. So potentially leading to feelings of inadequacy and hindering progress, because you cannot give yourself the best if you don't like yourself. Right? So instead, cultivating self-love, understanding, kindness towards your own self, right, is very crucial for fostering a positive mindset and motivating sustainable change. You cannot give what you don't have, which is why a lot of people will be like, oh, you have to be at peace with yourself first. You have to love yourself first before you can actually love somebody else. Because if you're not radiating love inside of you, there is no way you cannot give it to somebody else. It is just going to be like a lot of struggle and war and all of that. So now let's break it down. Self-loathing as a barrier is hating oneself. Okay, it can actually create a cycle of negativity, self-criticism, making it very difficult to take positive steps towards personal development. Now, the power of self-love is a lot. Loving oneself, including embracing your flaws and your imperfection. Now, I'm not saying your toxic character. Yeah, because there's a very thin line between that, but your flaws and your imperfection, you have to embrace it, right, and allow for a more genuine, sustainable approach to personal growth as well. So you have to talk to yourself positively instead of focusing on your negativity. Encouraging positive self-talk and celebrating your small wins and small victories can significantly improve motivation and self-confidence as well. So you have to seek professional support if you've tried everything and it's not seeming that you like yourself that much right now, because if self-loathing is persistent or severe, you have to seek professional help from a therapist that can provide valuable tools and strategies for addressing negative thought patterns and behaviors. So you have to have compassion for yourself. You have to treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you will offer a friend or a loved one, and that can actually help break down self-destructive patterns. A lot of people do not like themselves and they don't even know it. That is crazy. So you have to kind of like reflect and, ask yourself that question: do I even love myself? All right. So do not forget, the quote for today says, "You cannot hate yourself into change. You have to love yourself into it." Ask yourself that question this morning: do I love myself? All right, on that note, I'll be heading back to the music, and I'll return to check out the front pages of Nigerian dailies. And this is All the Love, Ira Star, because you deserve every love that you're not getting, even from yourself. Stick around.
I don't need nothing from you. You're beautiful, autism news. I've been reckless with my choices. Can't seem to get what the point is. Life can be rough, can be smooth, and not every fact is the truth. Advancing, I've laid down my burden. Can't seem to silence the voices. Oh, it's in the setting. I be that person. We go be your shoulder for the best in anything. Your type no many, they are not ready. I go give you 100%, never no 90. More than amazing, well quality. You're deserving of the love you are not getting. Independently, I take the liberty, and I go love you specially. Oh, for the love, or the care, then they fake out. Don't be hard, baby, give it. I go love you specially. the liberty, and I go love you specially. Oh, all the love, all the care, then they fake am. Don't be hard, baby, give it. I go love you specially. All the love, all the care, then they fake am. Don't be hard, baby, give it. I go love you. But one thing is certain, I be that blessing. We go be a show that body best me anything. No that no many, me I no ready. I go give you 100%, never no nothing. More than a blessing, me the quality. You are deserving of the love you wanna get it. Independently, I take the liberty, and I go love you specially. All the love, all the care, them they fake am. Don't be hard, baby, give it. I go love you. All the love, all the care, then they fake am. Don't be hard, baby, give it.
Melody 100.7 FM. Stay cool with Melody.
There ain't no gold in this river that I've been washing my hands in forever. I know there is hope in these waters, but I can't bring myself to swim when I am drowning in this silence. Baby, let me in. Go easy on me, baby. I was still a child, didn't get the chance to feel the world around me. I had no time to choose what I chose to do. So go easy on me. There ain't no room for things to change when we are both so deeply stuck in our ways. You can't deny how hard I've tried. I changed who I was to put you both first, but now I give up. Go easy on me, baby. I was still a child, didn't get the chance to feel the world around me. Had no time to choose what I chose to do. So go easy on me. I had good intentions and the highest hopes, but I know right now it probably doesn't even show. Go easy on me, baby. I was still a child, I didn't get the chance to feel the world around me. I had no time to choose what I chose to do. So go easy.
Adele doing Easy on Me, and it is back to it. This is Melody Sunrise on Melody 100.7 FM. My name is Bolabad, 16 minutes past 8 a.m., and it is time to go through the front pages of the Nigerian dailies this very morning. All right, so we would be checking the front pages of the Nigerian Tribune, Vanguard newspaper, the Punch, and also the Guardian newspaper. So we're going to kick off with the Punch newspaper this very morning, and there is the first headline. It's an advertorial, says Tinubu and Matawale should be commended for reinvigorating the Navy, says Deyemi Saka. And that story, you can catch it on page 20 of the Punch newspaper this morning. The biggest headline on the front page of the Punch newspaper says food alert. That is the kicker. Neymar deploys teams in 15 high-risk state. Has a rider with it as agency warns of fresh heavy flooding. FG insists on evacuation. Niger recovers more corpses. And that sad story can actually be caught on page 2 of the Punch newspaper this morning. Now moving on to the Guardian newspaper this morning, the first headline on the front page read telcos kick again as banks plan USSD fee deduction from end users. The story is on page 15 of the Guardian newspaper this very morning. Mokwa flood, that is the kick of the next headline. Federal government blames blocked tributary climate change, and that story is on page 30 of the newspaper this morning. Crisis looms in APC as party rejects automatic ticket bid for aspirant, and that story is on page 6 of the Guardian newspaper as well this morning. The biggest headline on the front page says poll rates Tinubu government high as opposition critics disagree, and that story is on page 6 of the Guardian newspaper this morning. Now let's move to the Vanguard newspaper this morning. USSD charges, that is the kicker. Telcos threaten to withdraw services over banks' misinformation, and that story is on page 19 of Vanguard newspaper this very morning. COA as Oluyede relocates to Benue with PSOs. That is the headline, and that story can be found on page 9. Has a writer with it, says killer herders creating community of widows. Benue women cry out, and that one is on page 7 of Vanguard newspaper this morning. To the next headline, anti-kidnapping protest, that is the kicker. Uneasy calm as soldiers, policemen take over Abraka. That story is on page 12 of Vanguard newspaper this morning. Insecurity, that is the kicker of the next headline. Tinubu Matawale should be commended for reinvigorating Navy, says Saka. That story is on page 10 of Vanguard newspaper this morning. The biggest headline on the front page of Vanguard, Niger flawed, that is the kicker. 1,249 communities in 30 states. FCT at risk, says federal government. That story has a handful of riders attached to it, and the first rider says no water was released from Kainji Jeba dams, and another rider says notes flood caused by heavy rainfall heightened by global warming, and the final rider says as states take up federal government's challenge, and that story can be found on page 5 of a Vanguard newspaper this morning. Presidency to Afenifere, that is the kick of the next headline. Tinubu's economy reforms painful but necessary, and that story is on page 10 of a Vanguard newspaper this very morning. Federal government saves 12 million girls from cervical cancer in 9 months, says the First Lady. That story is on page 9 of Vanguard newspaper this morning. Also on the front page of the Vanguard this morning, there are actually like breakdown, or should I say a list rather of high flood risk states, and we have Abia, Adamawa, Akwa Ibom, Anambra, Bauchi, Bayelsa, Benue, Borno, Cross River Delta, Ebonyi, Edo, FCT, Gombe, Imo, Jigawa, Kebbi, Kogi, Kwara, Lagos, Nasarawa, Niger, Ogun, Ondo, Oshun, Oyo, Rivers, Sokoto, Taraba, Yobe, and Zamfara. I feel like every single state is in here. So we should all just adhere and try to clear the clogs and prevent flooding. Now let's move to Nigerian Tribune this morning, and the headline of the biggest headline on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune reads: Benue killings, that is the kicker. Army chief moves in, deploys more troops, logistics, and has a couple of riders attached to it. Police relocate area commander, tactical teams to troubled LGAs. Another one says gunmen kill 16, burned several houses in Plateau State. And the last one says terrorists kill 3 villagers in Kwara. All of this can actually be spotted on page 5 of the Nigerian Tribune this very morning. Man falls from Cocoa House topmost floor. And that story is on page 4 of the Nigerian Tribune this morning. That actually happened on Monday. It's pretty sad though. So another headline: USSD banking charges to be deducted from airtime, says NCC. And that story is on page 7 of the Nigerian Tribune this morning. Nigeria's $1 trillion ambition at risk without policy stability, says NGX chairman. And that story is on page 7 of Nigerian Tribune this morning. Mokwa flood, that is the kick of the next headline. Federal government blames climate change. Unregulated buildings has a rider attached to it. Damage devastating, says a Niger government. And that story is on page 3 of Nigerian Tribune this very morning. Economic reforms painful but necessary, says presidency. As 2 riders attached to it, challenges opposition to offer viable alternatives. And the second rider reads: affirms under Tinubu the cup is half full. And that story can be found on page 2 of Nigerian Tribune this very morning. Now moving on to the final headline I'll be taking on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune, and for today it actually says passenger lament trek long distances as gridlock on Ibadan-Lagos highway persists for hours. And that stories can actually be found on page 15 of the Nigerian Tribune this very morning. And that's it for the front pages of the Nigerian dailies for this morning. I'll be heading back to the music, and since it is Old School Wednesday today, here is Akon and Lil Wayne doing I'm So Paid. Stick around.
Italian leather, them convict jeans on. Hey yo, Weezy, you ready? Yeah. I get it until the sunrise. Doing 90 in a 65. Windows roll down screaming so number one hustler getting money. Why you wanna count my money? I'm a hustler and don't need damn one of y'all, you see. So I see police on that crooked eye, doing 100 on when the state 95. My shorty lean, blasting that do or die. Wishing that a motherfucker would, cause we certified. Got a system that'll beating out your wall. Got a pump under my seat to sawed off. Got a bunch of goons, hope to never call off. I'm a sniper sitting on the roof, already saw y'all. Ain't too much, I put a strain on me. That's the reason why I have to put the blame on me. Rather have them dollar bills rain on me than to let them haters come and make a name off me. That's why I get it until the sunrise. Over 90 and a 65. Windows roll down screaming so number one hustler getting money. Why you wanna count my money? I'm a hustler and don't need man one of y'all, you see. So I'm the boss, it only takes one call. For try to hit you up and dump you off, and that's all. Guess what? I won't be taking that fall. Homie, I got cake, that's what I'm paying them for. Haha, ain't that funny? These niggas, they want war, but ain't got money. Cause I seen them all talk until they start gunning. Quicker than Usain Bolt, the fastest thing running. Yeah, Akon, Weezy, Block Oil holding down Jersey. Divine making sure we getting it up front. My little brother Boo got that vision, baby. Get it until the sunrise. Going 90 in a 65. Windows roll down screaming so yeah, number one hustler getting money. Why you wanna count my money? I'm a hustler and don't need damn one of y'all. You see us?
Big money easy, white beater with the sick underneath it. How do I feel, bitch? I feel undefeated. Snap my fingers, disappear from the precinct, yeah. I'm ballin', we ball out. Ball till we fall until the ball bounce. I see some niggas with guns to y'all house, only to find out you live in a dollhouse. Damn. But I thought you was tough though. We carry choppers on our necks, call it cutthroat. We bury cowards on the set that they come from. We know magic turn, we smoke the gun smoke. We ride first when we ride you. In the hearse when you ride. I put my shoe down, baby, and I'm holding down young moolah, baby.
That's why I get it until the sunrise. Doing 90 in a 65. Niggas roll down screaming now. Number one hustler getting money. Why you wanna count my money? I'm a hustler and don't need damn one of y'all, and you see it. So, hey.
Melody 100.7 FM Ibadan. Stay cool with Melody.
It's Kelpie Vibes.
Cesar Miliana, kilo day, kilo fush. I'ma get you, mashallah, yeah. Emi lo gawa, emi ni baba, emi lo mana, emi la la, yeah. Suma big jack, yeah. Kilo P, my love far away. Like you know, say my gun them day. For me back, say we gallant, we know the fear nobody. Oh, boy, I pass me lago. I'ma get in the benzo. Show the ball, we see Ronaldo. Emi gongo, let me nado. Oh, boy, I pass me lago. I'ma get in the benzo. See, I got money plenty, and I can make it rain on you, my girl. Give me love, man, up, 20. What's it gonna be? Give me love, man, up, 20. That I'm away, what's it gonna be? Give me love, man, up, 20. What's it gonna be? Give me love, man, up, 20. That I'm away, what's it gonna be? I got my mind and my money made up. Superstar, baby, you already know. Where the girl, then tell me where they at. Where the girl, then tell me where they at. You know we on time, show them up enough. Show the girl them so much love. Man, I the girl them sugar, you know me. Love it, guys, them made up. Oh, boy, I pass me love. I'm getting in the benzo. Show the ball, we see Ronaldo. And me gone, let me nado. Oh, boy, I pass me love. I'm getting in the benzo. See, I got money plenty, and I can make it rain on you, my girl. Give me love, man, up, 20. What's it gonna be? Give me love, man, up, 20. That I'm away, what's it gonna be? Give me love, man, up, 20. What's it gonna be? Give me love, man, up, 20. That I'm away, what's it gonna be? International, international, supernatural, supernatural, international, supernatural, supernatural.
It's STG.
All right, back to it. That was Millie doing Yapa. I do not know where Millie is right now, but hey, that guy just fell off the face of the entertainment industry like crazy. But I mean, it dropped a really, really good songs back in 2018, 2017, 2019. But all right, so this is Melody Sunrise and Melody 100.7 FM is 8:31 right now, and it is time to go through the world of sports. There is Daniel in the studios. Good morning, Daniel.
Good morning. It's about time again to go talk about sports. Our very own Super Falcons yesterday did great.
Oh yeah, I heard.
I mean, you must be proud of them.
I mean, if the Super Eagles are not, ahead.
I mean, the Super Eagles, they won the Unity Cup the other week ago. So the Super Falcons also at home won against the indomitable Lioness of Cameroon, and it's a very good game.
No, that's good. That's good. That's
You
good.
should be proud of your gender.
What?
I mean, maybe you're not a fan of football as a person, but at least when you see
I'm
someone.
not a fan of football. Like,
I mean, a fan of. I mean, playing it. Maybe supporting
playing. Okay, I support
You don't
playing.
play.
No, not very much. Not very much. Not very much. Anyway, between now and 8:50 is going to be taking you through the world of sports and everything that you need to know. But for now, I would be stepping aside and pave the way for Daniel. Stick around.
From deep and out. That's a smashing ball. It's Martins. Your ball. It's just out to the ball. What a wonderful finish. That is the most embarrassing own goal. Oh, what a goal. That's something out of nothing. He struck it sweetly. And does he ever score over a goal? They're all copybooks off.
Yes, of course, it's time to talk sport. Still Melody Sunrise on Melody 100.7 FM, and this is the sports segment of it. Here we give you all the information, all the stories from the world of sport, all action that went down yesterday. Of course, let me start from the Super Falcons of Nigeria. No longer news what they did yesterday. Of course, against the indomitable Lioness of the Cameroon. At the Remo Stadium yesterday, the game ended 2-0 in favor of the Super Falcons of Nigeria. Thanks to goals from captain herself, Rashidat Ajibade. Score from, of course, a penalty kick. And of course, one from an open play. And of course, still in the Super Falcons, what happened yesterday after the match? The Super Falcons captain, talk about Rashidat Ajibade, said no player is indispensable in the Super Falcons squad. Ajibade who netted both goals in Nigeria 2-0 victory over Cameroon in an international friendly at the MKO Abiola Stadium in Abeokuta on Tuesday said the team is strong enough to perform regardless of individual absence. The Super Falcons is a big and talented squad. No player is indispensable, said the Atletico de Madrid's star at the post-match press conference. He said, whenever everyone is given the chance, she steps up. I'm not there. If I'm not here, someone else is going to be. So no one is going to be missing me. Those available will always rise up to the occasion. That's the strength of this team, and we have the quality and the depth. And that's coming, of course, from the captain herself, Rashidat, of course, Ajibade, saying no one is indispensable in the Super Falcons team. Of course, as part of that post-match reaction yesterday, the Super Falcons coach laments, of course, lack of friendly matches and emphasizes of impact of the Super Falcons, of course, and their readiness for the WAFCON. The Super Falcons head coach Justin Madugu has expressed concern over limited number of international friendly matches available to Nigerians women national team ahead of the 2024 African Women Cup of Nations. Speaking after the 2-0 victory over Cameroon in an international friendly played at the MKO Abiola Stadium in Abeokuta on Tuesday, Madugu stressed the importance of regular friendly matches and, of course, as a means of exposing and refining the team tactics and offering more players opportunities to stake their claim for a spot in the final tournament squad. He said, "We will love the opportunity to play more matches. It would have helped the players to get better, understand our philosophy and tactical approach ahead of the Nations Cup." That's the coach speaking there. He said it will also allow us to assess more players and pick the best legs for the tournament. Let's go from there, of course, to the Super Eagles. The Super Eagles of Nigeria. Don't you forget they are getting set for that international friendly match in Moscow against Russia. And the report we are getting right now is that Super Eagles is set. They are set right now. All 20 players expected, of course, for this friendly game are all in the squad right now and all training ahead of that Friday encounter with the Russian side. Of course, reacting to this game that is about to come up, Edward Moore is saying they are top opponents, speaking about, of course, the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Former Spartak Moscow defender Edward Moore has predicted a very interesting and productive game when Russia take on Nigeria in an international friendly tie. The game will take place in Moscow, Russia on Friday evening by 6 p.m. And speaking about the encounter, Moore hailed the attacking strength of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. He described the attacking line of the Eric Shell side as currently one of the most dangerous in the world. He said they are top opponent not by African standard but by world standard. Of course, speaking to the correspondent, he said they are players who have been playing successfully for strong side in Europe and the world knows them, knows Nigerian player. Their attacking line, one player is stronger than the other, and I think the match will be very interesting, and that is coming from, of course, Edward Moore right there. Lukman Ademola is saying here that rejecting the England call-up changed my career, says Lukman Ademola. Super Eagles star Ademola Lukman has, of course, described the decision to switch international allegiance from England to, of course, Nigeria as one of the most defining choices of his football career. The 2024 CAF African Footballer of the Year said, "Choosing to represent Nigeria changed everything for me, both personally and professionally." Said, "Without doubt, it changed my career, my life." And Lukman said, of course, in an interview, he said, "People know that this is my home, this is my place. I enjoy it here. I am the son of the soil, born in London." Lukman played for England at youth level before, of course, pledging his allegiance to the Super Eagles of Nigeria. The decision he has considered to be the best and, of course, a career-turning decision for him. Let me give you this one from, of course, the home front. When we talk about match fixing here and there, it's because we suspect it happens. An NLO begins investigation over match fixing allegation against, of course, Non-so FC chairman. And of course, the memorandum has been sent, of course, later, of course, the New Year Mega Lottery Nationwide League One. And the memorandum has it that investigation on match fixing, allegation on chairman, of course, of the non-shore FC. The Nationwide League One Secretariat said it would begin investigation over match fixing allegation leveled against chairman of non-shore FC, and of course this was contained in a letter addressed to the non-shore chairman through an Ebonyi State Football Association and signed by Olushola Ogunoro, Chief Operating Officer of the NLO. The Nationwide League One Secretariat present the compliment of the board and the management of the Nationwide League One to you and the management of your state Football Association. The NLO Secretariat was disturbed to receive a petition against, of course, the chairman of Non-Shore FC on how he put a call across to chairman of the Liberty Lions FC of Calabar a day before the last match in order to compromise the match against the E-World FC. This was the same match that the chairman of Non-Shore FC complained, of course, because he did not favor his club. He said it was confirmed that the chairman of Non-Shore FC lobbied the Liberty Lions of FC chairman to speak with his fellow indigene and the president of E-World FC to assist him with the match, but the Liberty Lions declined and he is not ready to be part of that, of course, shenanigans. This is what we talk about. Football should be fair. If your team is not fit, then it's not fit. Go strengthen your team. Which one is putting call through to say they should help you? They should help you. Help you do what? No justice is served there. And of course, let me take you from there to Europe. A lot happening, especially matches that will be played today. Let me, of course, give you some matches that will be played today. And don't you forget, it's ongoing UEFA Nations League. And a tough one will be taking place today between Germany and Portugal by 8 p.m. Nigerian time. And tomorrow, of course, in the Nations League, we'll see France taking on, of course, Spain. In a match many people believe will, of course, be deciding the outcome of the Ballon d'Or. It's going to be a fight against between Lamine Yamal and Dembele. Somebody is saying, come on, don't be ridiculous. Sports here, don't be ridiculous. It's what they are saying. Let me take you to the transfer window. 5 more minutes before I bow out. A lot of transfer stories, of course, to take you through. About midday yesterday, Chelsea came out of nowhere and showed their interest, of course, in AC Milan, of course, shot stopper. Of course, the French #1 goalkeeper. Again, Chelsea are now in strong contention to get the signature of that French man. Even Chelsea manager Enzo Maresca, of course, giving a nod, saying he would like to have the man in his team. Also, in the wake up this morning, we had a Liverpool are prepared to seal, of course, the deal for Milos Kakers. Of course, that's a player right back, of course, playing for Bournemouth. And right now, he's finalizing the deal after personal terms in place last week. Kakers is ready to sign for Liverpool. Of course, yesterday, the game got to an end yesterday. The relationship got to an end yesterday between Jadon Sancho and Chelsea. As Jadon Sancho yesterday confirmed his departure from Chelsea after Jadon Sancho and Chelsea could not reach a very good time on personal terms. Now Jadon Sancho is back in Manchester United, and Man United is also saying there will be no chance for Jadon Sancho to stay with us. he will definitely leave. There is no home. The rest for Jadon Sancho, and there is no way to catch some breath. Jadon Sancho is in limbo right now. Who is going to come to his rescue? Saudi Arabia, Arsenal, West Ham United, all been linked, of course, with Jadon Sancho since last night. And Bruno Fernandes, of course, came out yesterday to make it open. He made it clear yesterday about that rumor, about that move to Saudi Arabia. And reacting to this, Jadon Sancho said, yes, it was true. But before making my own decision, I called Manchester United, talk about my manager, Ruben Amorim, and I asked him. And Ruben Amorim told me, don't go anywhere. And Man United did not need money, so decided to keep me. And that is coming from Manchester United captain Bruno Fernandes, saying, I pledge my allegiance to the Red Devils. And of course, Liverpool has been on this man, Florian Wirtz, for a while now. And there are rumors that why the deal is still yet to get over the line is because Florian Wirtz, that's talking about the Bayer Leverkusen number 10, that he is insisting on getting the number 10 shirt. But reacting to this claim, he came out yesterday on the social media, on his Instagram page, saying, who says I want the number 10? I respect players. Don't believe everything that is written, especially on the social media. Don't you worry about a thing. 6 p.m. will be the time. It will be 1 hour to talk about sport on cruise. So in case I'm just touching it and I'm not going deep into it, you don't worry. Just stick to Melody 100.7 FM. Make sure you buy your radio set when it's 6 p.m. on the dot. Finance and the crew will be here. We do justice to it. We do analysis to it. We won't just give you the story. And gradually, as I wrap it up on the show this morning, a few more transfer stories. Chelsea still very much in the market for another striker. And we're hearing Ekitike, the former, of course, Paris Saint-Germain striker, who's currently playing for Frankfurt. He's the one Chelsea are lobbying for, but Frankfurt are insisting on 100 million euros. And Chelsea are saying this money is too much. We want the player, but the money is too much. And of course, still on transfer. Players are moving, managers are moving. Yesterday it was confirmed that, of course, Simone Inzaghi, the Inter Milan manager that took Inter Milan to the final of the Champions League this season, has made that move, of course, to the Saudi side, Al Hilal. And since he left yesterday, several managers have been linked, of course, as his replacement. And one of them, of course, is presently the current Como's manager. Talk about Francesco Fabregas. Fabregas has been linked strong with Inter Milan. And Inter have made a contact now with Fabregas about replacing Simone Inzaghi, who left the club for Saudi Arabia. Gola Sharia was saying yesterday, after helping my club to go through everything, he ran away to Saudi Arabia. Well, don't you worry about a thing. By 6 p.m. we'll be back to talk about it. We analyze it. We go straight deep into it. That will be the end on the show this morning. I'll be handing you over, of course, to the Speaker of the House. She'll take you on the rest of the show, Melody Sunrise. I'll be back in the evening. Bye for now.
All right, so we'll be heading back to the music, and by 9 a.m. don't forget, we would be here, and we would be going through the People's Assembly. We would be inside of the People's Assembly, so to say. All right, so stick around, don't go anywhere, and this one is Check Fireboy DML doing history. Don't move a muscle.
on no more time. Only thinking about victory. Can't quit anything that's contradictory. Boy, check never satisfied. What is dead may never die. On top of my case, they carry antenna. They tie kele, they tie bandana. They wanna lock me up, turn me to Mandela. But I get it, Baba, got it in my mandema. And I know, when I go, give me the strength to conquer my foes. Give me the strength to stand on my toes. Cause I know if you do, I'm on my own. Me and you, we got history. When I'm gone, you gon' miss me. I've been down for a long, long time. I can't take it on no more time. Only thinking about victory. Can't quit anything that's contradictory. Boy, check never satisfied. What is dead may never die. I'm auto when I'm driving. All the potholes and it's swerving. Don't stress me on my G. I'm flexing as you see. If you wanna do a back my test. All this fake love, you dey vex me. Don't love me, let me be. Tryna break me, I'm a beast. Yeah. Me and you, we got history. When I'm gone, you gon' miss me. I've been down for a long, long time. And I know if you take I'm one more time. Only thinking about victory. Can't quit anything that's contradictory. Boy, check never satisfied. What is dead may never die. Say nobody fit to stop my shine. I know if you die cause it's not my time. And I'm on my grind. And I only money take my mind. Say now only money take my mind. Oh, see I don't care about no enemies. They envy me, they tryna get to me. But now only money take my mind. They my only money take my mind. Oh, and me and you we got history. When I'm gone you gon' miss me. I've been down for a long, long time. I can't take it on no more time. Only thinking about victory. Can't get anything that's contradictory. Boy, check never satisfied. What is dead may never die.
Extraordinaire.
Melody 100.7 FM. Stay cool with Melody.
For a long time, I've been looking for my Georgie. Drop me your contact, girl, you deserve that loving. No, turn me to high man. Are you know something? No. Me, I know be me on Lagos, but I go own your city, cause your body's up to something. You give me overload. Are you know something? You put me on a low, low. Your body's up to something. You give me overload. Are you know something? You put me on a low, low, low. Don't make your body join my body, cause you on my body. Think I give you special loving, cause you're my body. Join my body, cause you on my body. Think I give you special loving, cause you're my body. Cause I've been on your case, so and you've been wasting time. Cause I've been on your case, so you gonna chop my eye. Cause I've been on your case, so you gonna waste my time. Cause I've been on your case, so you gonna chop my eye. Baby, show me mercy. I'm the one searching. I'ma go give me daily. I'ma go buy me lolly. Baby, show me mercy. I'm the one searching. I'ma go give me daily. I'ma go buy me lolly. Don't do something, you give me overload. Are you something, you give me on a low, low. Don't do something, you give me overload. Are you something, you put me on a low, low, low. Okay, join my body, yeah. Cause you on my body, oh no. Think I give you special loving, no. Cause you're my, yo.
100.7 FM. Stay cool with the melody. On 7 FM, stay cool with the melody.
Melody 100.7 FM Ibadan. Stay cool with Melody.
Melody 100.7 FM. From Melody 100.7 FM, Ibadan, Oyo State, Nigeria. The time is 9 a.m.
Wine, baby, show me that you're wine and well. Yeah, show me that you're wine and well. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I never knew about you so well. But money make I kiss and tell, yeah. Only pray for love, God and peace and love. My enemies only pray for war.
If you wanna get rich, there's a million ways. Sweet chick, familiar face. Wine, I got a brilliant taste. Wine, she got brilliant waist. money and fame. My people no struggle and pain. My people no go suffer in vain. Don't call me by my government name. My girl, she badder than Rambo. A rider, Wan-Bissaka the Lambo. A spider, Michael Phelps, the AP. A diver, Martial, my right hand. A striker, tried to call, she blocked me. I Skype her, damn it, I think she got me. I like her, yardie lover, yard. I die for Rack City, man, I'm coming like
Wine, baby, show me that you're wine and well. Yeah, show me that you're wine and well. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I never knew about you so well. But money make I kiss and tell, yeah. Only pray for love, God and peace and love. My enemies only pray for war. So I they give them, yeah. So I they give them. One more time when she feeling it, yeah. One more time when she giving it. One more time when she living it, give her system, yeah. One more time when she feeling it. One more time when she giving it. One more time I'm living it.
I just caught one wine, I'm feeling like an MVP. I know that they're talking my name, but the man are old news like NBC. Tell a DJ dash where it's MP3. Who's that girl with a lengthy P? Wait, what am I saved under? When I change number, I don't send BCs. Listen, it's a big flex if you're talking to me. ST, God bless my haters. She wanna do SMS, not save my soul, that's spend my savings. Waiter, can you bring more champagne in? For the times I was living in stress, I wanna own all my but the system's built so we're living in debt. Man, for rise up, cause we're living in debt.
Wine, baby, show me that you're wine and well. Yeah, show me that you're wine and well. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I never knew about you so well. But money make I kiss and tell, yeah. Only pray for love, God and peace and love. My enemies only pray for war. So I they give them, yeah. So I they give them. One more time when she feeling it, yeah. One more time when she giving it. One more time when she living it, but system, yeah. One more time when she feeling it. One more time when she giving it. One more time when we living it, One more time when we living it,
All right, so we're back to it. This is Melody 100.7 FM. Melody Sunrise is live, and it's 4 minutes past 9 a.m. This very morning. Okay, we are now live in the People's Assembly for today, and today we'll be having a very, very, very important discourse, something really peculiar to the female gender this very morning. We'll be talking about something that has to do with each and every one of us, like we women and even the men, because I mean they have to deal with women also. So this is going to be kind of like an enlightening conversation as well. I'll be having a guest in the studios to discuss this at length as well, and then I will throw open the phone lines for probably a contribution or one or two things that you might want to add as a woman or as a man that probably has a daughter or wife, or you didn't know certain things about this topic and everything. So today we'll be looking at menstrual hygiene. Yes, basically last week Wednesday 28th of May was Menstrual Hygiene Day 2025. It's actually celebrated every May 28th, and it is an important event in the calendar because in 2022 the Menstrual Hygiene Day broke records by reaching over 687 million people worldwide, and we have to actually be informed and also be in the know about certain things that we did not know, or we do not know, so to say, as even women menstruating. You don't know everything. I dare say you don't know everything that goes on. Probably not with you, with women population generally, starting from the little girls, because I mean you can get your menstruation as as early as 9 years, and moving upward. So the theme for this year's Menstrual Hygiene Day 2025 was bridging gaps in dignity, data, and investment, because the Menstrual Hygiene Day is about the persistent inequality surrounding menstrual health and Hygiene, that is MHH. So this year's Menstrual Hygiene Day on May 28th, 2025, which is actually themed Together for hashtag period friendly world, urging collective action to ensure that menstruation does not limit access to education, health, or opportunity. I'll be talking about that. Like I said, I'll be having a guest in the studios. But for now, hang on. We are going to be having a very, very important discourse. All right, as I stated earlier, that I would be having a guest in the studios, and she's on standby because, I mean, we are going to be having a very, very important conversation. But before I bring her to the forefront, I have to talk about her because, I mean, this is kind of like personal for me, though, because, I mean, I have actually experienced her and her work firsthand before she left the country. She's done really great for herself. She's a social entrepreneur with over a decade experience spanning from education to development to non-profit management and community engagement. She earned a Bachelor of Arts degree in English language from Obafemi Awolowo University, Ilefe, Nigeria, and then she proceeded to Lagos Business School for a certification in non-profit management and leadership. Her name is Abimbola Ajala. She is currently the executive director of Lend a Hand for the Development of Africa, a non-profit organization in Lagos, Nigeria, dedicated to supporting families in undeserved communities in Africa, starting with Nigeria as an immediate community with educational scholarships and a blend of supplementary initiatives, which includes the food drive, reading club, the Pad for a Girl drive, and the various projects from the organization encourages children to go and stay in school, thereby reducing poverty, illiteracy, and local communities. Through fundraising and partnerships, she's been able to promote the girl-child education, and through our Pad a Girl drive, over 15,000 girls have gotten access to sanitary pads and counseling. A documentary, I Bleed Different, on YouTube further discourses period poverty. And in 2020, she became a youth lead ambassador representing Nigeria. The following year, she actually became a youth lead peer ambassador, a platform to give mentorship to ambassadors under her that particular year. She also leads a project team in thriving fintech organization in the United Kingdom. Currently, she has been given several awards, some of which include the Lagos State Ministry of Youth and Social Development Award for selfless service to girls at the center, the Excel Women International Award for her contribution to the girl-child education and women empowerment, the Hall of Fame Award of recognition for her continuous contribution to society, and she's also spoken on several television radio stations in Nigeria on issues on women and girls empowerment and also community engagement. She's also the recipient of the Rising Star Award in the United Kingdom as well, and she is also the executive producer of the documentary I Bleed Different, which highlights the experience of women and girls in low-income communities during the menstrual hygiene. And very recently, she just authored a book on period poverty, also titled I Bleed Different. She believes that we can all play our part to see the change that we want in the world. She is a one ambassador and community leader in the United Kingdom, championing and lending a voice to issues and concerns around poverty, climate change, among others. A beautiful morning to you, Abimbola. How's it going?
I'm fine. I'm one of those people who usually...
Okay, you might want to hang in there. The audio is not coming out just yet. Let's see how we can remedy that. Just hang on.
Okay.
Abimbola, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Wine baby.